Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Farming Simulator Western Wilds with our little challenge here. We're back in. Now, I did finish cutting all that and picking it up and putting it into our silo. Um, I did go pick up our trailer because we're going to use this to transport some silage. But first, I might want to hook to the trailer. But just to show you, we ended up with about 756,000 ish grass, and so far 18,000 silage has been made. But we're gonna go ahead and sleep. So let's get over here to the house. So we're gonna sleep. We'll sleep till 8 o'clock in the morning. I did sell a couple of loads of grass and bought a chainsaw and cut down, the two or three trees that were on our property, just to get them out of the way. So when I do start making fields, I won't have to worry about that. We lost a little bit of money overnight, which that's par for the course. But now we should have in our site. Yeah, we have about 215,000 worth of silage. So however much money that brings us, let's check and see where the best place to sell that is going to be. Now, we will not be using the train. The train is always way much higher. So right now, the biogas plant's the best place to sell silage. So that's where we're going to sell it. So let's get over here and get. But like I said, I did cut all that and picked it up off camera. But anyway, if you're here with me and you're enjoying this, I appreciate it. Consider hitting that. Are we gonna? Okay, there we go. Consider hitting that subscribe button. Consider hitting the like button. That notification bell so you can get notifications from daily videos. I'll be putting out videos every day. All simulators right now, with the exception of Medieval Dynasty. It's not really a simulator, but it is a really, really great game, and I enjoy playing it. But so far, I'm enjoying this. I hope you're enjoying it. So we're going to sell some silage today. I don't know how much money we're going to make from this. It's probably going to be way more than I think, but we'll have to see once we get over here and sell some. But I do want to get our water tanker and our two open air gardens put down today, and then anything else that we can do. I don't know how much money we're going to make, so I don't really know how far we'll be able to get. I mean, it'd be nice to go ahead and get us at least a plow and a planter. I doubt that's going to happen. I mean, we'll see here. So this trailer, I think it holds around 30-ish. It's not bad. I mean, that'll get us our tanker. So we made 9,000 per. We'll make 9,000 per load. We'll see where we're at. I could at least maybe buy a plow and a planter. I may have to just go with a cheap planter or a seeder to start with, just to be able to go ahead and put a field in to have something growing. Like I said, we'll see how much money we've got at the end of the day. I know we're going to have a couple of greenhouses and possibly we'll have our water tanker because we already have enough money for that. We should this load will pay for a couple of greenhouses, and then we should hopefully get enough to buy at least a plow and a cheap seeder, to where we can plant some grass and some. I didn't want to do that, but otherwise we're just gonna have to skip through days or months and just cut more grass and do more silage, which we'll still be doing. I'm not going to be able to cut all the fields in that I want to cut in, but I do at least want to get maybe a grass field, and possibly like a wheat or barley field put down, or maybe an oat field put down. We'll just kind of see where we're going, because we'll have to buy seeds and all that jazz too. I'd like to fertilize it and all that, but we're probably not going to get enough to get a fertilizer spreader, aka a lime spreader. I mean, we can look in the store here. For what we'd want, plows, I know I can get a plow that I can afford. It's not a very big one, but let's look at seeders and see what we're dealing with here. Now, I do have a couple of options here. I mean, this one's not terrible. It's a 9 meter seeder, but it's 72,000. I don't think we're gonna have that kind of money. This one, I've never that one I'm not gonna use. That seed tank. What is this here? This is a 3 meter. Yeah, I'm not getting a 3 meter. I mean, it would allow us to plant, but 3 meters is way too small. Um, Now this one is a 3 meter. Like, really and truthfully, I would like to at least have a 6 meter, but we're looking at 109.5 for that. So, looks like we're gonna be selling some tomatoes and lettuce and stuff to get going here. Um, so yeah, don't really have a seeder I want to use. I mean, this one's not terrible either. It's a 6 meter, and it's a little cheaper. I've never used it before, but it will plant some things. I really want to buy the planter. The planter I want is this one here. It's 142,000. It plants all the base crops except for potatoes and sugarcane. That's the one I'm probably going to wait for, but we may go ahead and buy a plow. And I don't even know if we can lease things on this map or not. And we may lease a seeder, or planter. How much can we even lease on this map? I don't even know. Yeah, we can lease. So we could lease it to plant our fields. We may end up doing that. If we lease it, it's going to be 7 grand, and then however much over hours we use. So we'll think about that. All right. So we're sitting at 21,000. So we do have enough already to get our gardens and our greenhouses and our what do you call it? Water tankers, so we can put water in the greenhouses. And we may, depending on how much money we get from all this, we may end up actually buying manure and fertilizer and stuff to put in those greenhouses. Because it looks like we're going to have around 50-ish, 50, 60K. Let's see how much we have when we come back. So this load should put us over 30,000, which already is more than I expected. I was not expecting this much. I've never really sold silage before. I mainly just use silage for making TMR and stuff like that. So it's the first time I've ever sold it in the game. I know it's a good way to make money. I just never have done it. But like I said, we're going to see where we're at when we get through. We're going to empty out the silo, sell everything we have, and try to see where we can go. So we know we're going to be getting 2 open air gardens and a water tanker. We'll have to go pick up from the store. And I just jumped out of the tractor for a stupid reason. So we know we're going to get that, and I know eventually we can buy this BGA, and it's kind of cheap on this map. But if we do that, it would just be to like sell manure. I don't really like using manure as fertilizer. We won't be buying the BGA for a while. I mean, I could keep putting silage in the BGA and selling it for energy and all that, and make some income that way. So we're up to 31,000. We've still got several more loads of silage to sell here. So we're going to do that. We're going to sell all the silage. Then we're going to put down our greenhouses, which the greenhouses we're probably going to put down on the edge of this property here, near where we are, but close enough to where we can get to them to water them easily. And we may just, have to wait, and see how much money we have. I know I'm not going to be able. So we still got 113,000 left. I didn't even see how much this trailer holds. I think it's around 30,000. Yeah, 36,000 maybe. So a couple more loads at least, maybe 2 or 3 more loads of silage here. So 34,000 is what our trailer holds. Um, so we should be, we got at least 2 more loads. That'll put us over 50,000. Which will allow us to buy a plow. And I think what we'll have to do to get some crop in the ground is go ahead and um, lease our planter for this for these first few fields that we make. Um, but haven't pulled the trigger on that yet. So we'll see. I may end up also putting in a production building. Um, to show you what production buildings I would consider putting in right now. There's only two, and that would be the all-in-one. If I can find it here. You see, I have a lot of mods. Finding this is going to take a little bit of time. And there's something for the open air garden. I don't know what that is. So it looks like you put manure and seeds and water and fertilizer in there, and you get those things as well. Where is my all-in-one? I wish they had a search bar. That would make things easier. Pizza, sawmill. I don't see the all-in-one right offhand. Now this is the other one that I was thinking about getting, is the yard production pack. This one makes a lot of stuff, and it would utilize more of our things at the beginning, but I don't have 50 grand. I'm looking for the all-in-one. We'll find it here in a second. But I think instead of buying this biogas plant, we will probably put in one of the mini BGAs, because I don't really like the idea of putting millions of stuff in the BGA and just making tons of money from it. This will be the grass dryer, that one of the grass dryer that we'll be using. We may get that pretty soon, actually. Where is this all-in-one factory? I know it's in here. Sorry about this, guys. It's been a while since I played, and I don't remember where it's. There it is. All-in-one. It's 25 grand. So we may go ahead and put that down if we have enough money. We may go ahead and put that production down. That way our products that we're getting out of the greenhouse have somewhere to go. I will be doing that other production building at some point, the one that, because it adds like noodles and all kind of stuff that we can't make right now. With the all-in-one, the all-in-one's basically, it does all the base game productions, so it'll make wool into linen and stuff like that, but we won't be able to utilize much of that at the beginning. We'll look at it here again once we get all this sold. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna have just a little over 2 more loads. So we'll be at 65-ish thousand, which will get us our open air gardens and our tanker and a plow. And like I said, we'll probably lease a planter to go ahead and plant the first time, because otherwise we're just going to be cutting grass for a lot of episodes, and I don't want to do that. Of course, can't take out any loans, so harvesting those things, we're going to have to take whatever harvester we can get, and hopefully money wise make a decent amount of money. I mean, we will be able to cut more grass. We're probably going to make a grass field. I'll probably leave some of this just, meadow grass or whatever you want to call it to cut again to make more silage, because like I said, at this point I don't want to just plant grass fields. I want to go ahead and start getting some crops in that we can use. But we'll have to look at productions and see what we're going to be able to do. And we'll look back at productions here once we get all this sold and kind of see if there's something that we'll be able to utilize from the greenhouses. I really would love to get that one that costs 50 grand because I know it uses soybeans, corn, uses just about all the base crops, and it uses the greenhouse items, like the tomatoes and the lettuce and stuff, strawberries. It uses a lot of the crops in the game, and we would be able to start getting some production in and making a little bit of extra money from the greenhouse stuff. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna have about 10,000-ish or 12,000 and a little bit left after this load. So yeah, we should have around 65,000. We're gonna definitely get a few things, a few pieces of equipment bought today. And like I said, we'll probably just go ahead and lease a planter. And hope that we can make enough money when it comes time to harvest to not have to lease a harvester, because we are going to have to buy one, but we may not have enough money. I don't know how this is going to go. Leasing is allowed because we're not allowed to take loans, so we can lease things, but I don't want to lease things if I can purchase it. Right now we're kind of limited with money. I'm not going to buy a 3-meter seeder and take 12 hours to plant a field. Just it takes too long. And we want it to be. I'm gonna use the seeder planter I plan on buying anyway. So and possibly that may make it pop up in the used item sale. So speaking of which, let's check that out. Let's look at our stuff that's on sale. That's not going to be used. That's not going to be used. I don't even know what that is. An additional tank. Oh, we do have a truck. I would love to get that truck. Man, I'd love to get that truck. That's a really good price on the truck. But yeah, that's not going to happen. If we bought the truck, we wouldn't be able to buy anything else, and it would just be sitting in our yard. So unfortunate, but we'll live with it. But maybe if we lease that planter, it'll come up for sale in the future, and we'll be able to buy it used. We do have a toolbox over there to repair with. That was the only option that I chose because we don't have the money to buy a garage or anything like that yet. I mean, we probably could. So yeah, 12,500 more. So this is going to put us a little around 64, 65,000. And I think what we'll just have to do is we'll have to just lease the planter and go with it from there. Now, the planter, when we lease it, it's not going to have fertilizer. We're not going to be able to fertilize our fields the first time. We're just going to have to get what we get. We're not going to be able to get those implements for a while. So we're going to be struggling when it comes to crop yields and things like that for a while. I'm not going to lease fertilizer spreaders and things like that because those are relatively cheap items. And, the planter is something that I can't purchase. But the fertilizer spreader, lime spreaders, those aren't that expensive. So we'll be able to afford them pretty soon. Well, so that put us at 65,200. So let's go drop this trailer off, and we'll drive on up to the store, and we'll get us our water trailer, and we'll come back, put down our gardens, and then we'll probably buy a plow and start plowing in some fields. I'm hoping that our gardens will fit here on the end of the property, where I haven't concreted the stuff in, but we'll just have to see. But let's drop this trailer off in our yard here, and alright, wrong button. Okay, alright, let's go on up to the store. And we'll get our water tanker and drive it back over here and find out if it's going to cost us for water with that well, because I really don't remember. I haven't used it since I first started playing this game. um, and I started on a farm area that didn't have water anywhere close to it. So I found that little well, and I don't think it costs money, but we'll see. And I know we could get a lot more products. Basically we could triple the production if we add fertilizer and manure and all that to those open air gardens. But at the same time, it's going to use up all our money. So we'll probably just start off with the ones that use water. And then we'll figure out production wise if there's anything that would benefit us from the items right away. And we may have to wait to get that. Instead of buying the all-in-one, we may have to wait to buy that other one that uses soybeans and things like that. Now, the cotton will go into the all-in-one. So, yeah, it just depends. Missing the road here. There it is. Let me back up. Now, I will eventually be buying the properties here that have all this stuff on it. And that way we'll have, we'll still have to purchase that lumber mill if we choose to. But we'll be able to cut all those trees down and make money that way. Alright, so let's go into the store here. We're going to go to implements. I think it's under miscellaneous. So I don't think that's it. No, that's not the one I want. It's this one? No. Where is it? This one. Yeah, this one right here. It's a modded one. It pretty much carries anything liquid. So we're gonna go with that one. Customize. We're not gonna change anything there. We're just gonna leave it like it is, and we're gonna buy that. So that's our first implement that we're purchasing here. That was 9,500, so that leaves us with 55. We're not going to be able to do a whole lot, just because money right now. We'll be able to sell more the next day, and all that. And we may, instead of planting things right away, we may skip forward to the next day and sell some more silage and see if we can buy a planter. And get a production building down. But if not, we can always put a production building down later and just have our greenhouses start producing things for us. Yep, bad driver. Okay, I didn't see the tree there, and now I'm stuck on it. Let's get around. Thank you. Alright, so let's go down here and let's go ahead and fill up our water. Wow. These trees are catching the corners of my tires. Yeah, the reason why I want to purchase these, by the way, is so I can get to them back from the store without having to drive through those trees. And I don't want to drive all the way down the road and all the way back around everything. I like cutting through. We do not have... actually, let me check on that. It's not the one, it's this one. Crop destruction. Do I have that on? Because I don't want it. I'm bad about driving through fields on accident. Alright, so we do have, just to show you there, we do have fieldstone cut off. Our workers can't refill anything. We're going to turn snow off. We have crop destruction off. We do have periodic plowing, lime required, and weeds. So I normally don't play with weeds on, but, make it a little more challenging. That's something else we're going to have to purchase, is a sprayer and all that good stuff. So alright, let's go down here and get our water tanker filled, and then let's figure out where we're going to put these open air gardens. But like I said, we'll probably have to lease the planter. I think it would be more wise to save up for a harvester. and we'll figure out production here in a little bit. What I may do is, instead of buying the all-in-one right away, I may opt for going for that other production building that costs 50 grand that does all the different things, because I know it will use a lot of the items out of those greenhouses to start making us a little bit of money. Alright, so no, I'm not in the trigger. Wow. Open. Okay. In. Huh. Doesn't seem like the well is working. That's unfortunate. Maybe I didn't pull close enough. Okay, well, there's another option for this. I don't know why that's not working, but we're going to go ahead and get rid of it, because it's not going to help us. So let's go here, go to construction. We're going to get rid of that well. Apparently something's wrong with it. That'll give us a little bit of money back on that. Alright, so let's go ahead and put down our gardens, and then we'll figure out the water situation. Because this, I mean, our trailer does use garage trailer. Yeah, I mean, it carries water. I don't know why that didn't work. Alright, let's go ahead and get our gardens in. So we're going to go to production and greenhouses, and we're going with the open air. Alright, so oh, those are huge. I have never used these before. Alright, well, we're going to have to put them here. You know what, with this, we're going to have to put it on the edge here. We're going to get as close as we can. Alright, so alright, let's look at this production. Alright, so the open air garden, so we can do with just water. So we will activate all these. We're not going to activate the cotton right away because we don't have anything to put it in. So we can do the water, but we can also do with seed and solid fertilizer, and then also seeds and manure. And we're going to have to buy seeds to put in it to do that, and we may end up doing that. But it looks like these make 1,500. So 1,536 times 5. That's what. It's about 7,500 it'll make per day for that big garden. So yeah, that's how much does it hold water wise? Oh, it holds 1,000,000. Holy crap. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't have an option for water besides driving way to the bottom of the map. Let's look at other options for water. I believe those are in containers. All right. So this one costs 3,000, but I believe it charges you for water too. See, this one was a water. This is a water station chemical spot. You know, let's see if this one works. And if it doesn't, you know, it's only 500 bucks. We're not losing a lot. So let's see if we can get this one to work. We gotta have water, and I don't want to drive all the way down. That's just gonna burn up a lot of time. Let's see if we can get this water thing to work. Hey, start filling. There we go. Now we have water. Okay, so we're not going to put 1,000,000 water in this garden, but we are going to go ahead and put what we can in it for now. We'll probably do about four loads of water. I mean, I will do most of this stuff off camera. Let's go ahead and get this stuff to distributing. Because it'll store it until we have something to put it in anyway. But yeah, I think we're gonna go with, oh, this one has grapes too. Did not see that. That actually is good. So we'll activate that as well. All right, let's put about 3 more loads of water in this thing, and then we'll go. I think we're gonna go ahead and skip to the next day, sell some more silage, get us a production building, buy us a plow, and that'll probably pretty much be the video. But I will probably cut in the fields off camera. We may start it on this video, just depends on how much time we have left. But we'll, you know, at least this way we've got some items working. I've never used this particular open air garden. This is something I haven't seen before. It's big, a lot bigger than the other ones I used. But it seems to be like it puts out about double or triple the production of the smaller ones. So, you know, we'll probably get another one eventually, but right now we're just going to start with the one since it was a lot more than what I was expecting to spend. It's not a very big water trailer, so we're going to get about, you know, 28,000 or 29,200 water put in this greenhouse today. I will not put 2 million in it there. I will probably put, you know, 100, 200,000 in it off camera, just because y'all don't want to see me do this all day, because it would take forever. And then every day I'll just add, you know, 3 or 4 loads of water to it, until we get a big tanker truck, and then we can, you know, throw like 60, 70,000 of water in there, or 100,000, whatever truck we decide to get. But at least we did find a solution for our water here. You know, it cost us an extra, you know, a few $100. Not a big deal. I mean, it's kind of a big deal, but not a big deal. But anyway, so let's see. This production is already rolling. Yeah, we're starting to get some stuff in. You know, we got some strawberries and stuff. So that'll be going on. All right. So how much is this? How much water we got in there? We got 29,000. So we'll hold off on filling it up any more than that. We're gonna go over here and drop our trailer back off at the little water tank here. And our silo there, it holds about 5 million, I think, and that's a multi-fruit thing there. So we're gonna go ahead and hook back up to the trailer here, and because I do want to get that production building in. We're close to be able to get it, but we still need to get a plow and be able to lease our planter. I will do the planting on camera, but the plowing I'm probably going to cut in the fields off camera. So let's go ahead and sleep till the next day, and you know, we'll sell some more silage. That'll give us enough to put down the production building, and we can get started from there. So let's go to sleep. And that way we actually have some products that'll be coming in. We're also going to have to buy a trailer. I use auto-loaded trailers. I don't like using forks and things like that too much. Uh, it's more time consuming. The auto-loading trailers will speed things along for us. So, alright, let's go get our tractor. Let's sell some more silage. We should have a decent amount of silage. Yeah, we still got 300,000. So we got 238 to sell today. Tomorrow we'll basically finish off the silage, or the next month, November. Basically finish off the silage, but I'm not sure how the meadow grass works. We may be able to cut some more grass by then. Doesn't look like it's grown much, but we may have to wait longer. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and we're doing this so we can get the production building in and start making production. There are certain productions we'll be able to do right away, and certain ones we won't. We'll just see what we can get going. I know we'll be able to use like the corn to make popcorn and the soybeans and water to make like soy water or something like that, and the sunflowers make sunflower oil. And I think that's why we're just going to stick with the one greenhouse for right now. I don't want to overdo it with the greenhouses. We will get more. I know at least one more greenhouse, probably like that one, and then we'll probably get one more that has the grapes and the olives. That's going to give us a lot of grapes, but we can make grape juice and sell it until we can start getting the other things in for to make cereal with. Like oat and honey and whatever, flour, I think is what we need. I don't remember. But we'll be able to do cereal at some point too. That's going to be a little ways down the road. So we'll just go with this. I mean, that garden's a lot bigger than what I was expecting. Let's see what, dang it. Let's see. So in our first day, it produced a decent amount of crop. So, I mean, it's not a lot. But if we get another one in there, you double that is what we'd be getting in a day. So it's not going to just make us tons of money, but it will make us some money over time. So I think we'll stick with that, and then we'll probably purchase another one here pretty soon. Not today, maybe in another month or so. But this will allow us to get that production building, which after we sell this load, we'll go ahead and put that production building down and a sell point to sell it in, because I don't like having to drive all the way to the store to sell our pallets. Now, the pallets will be sold every single day. However many spawn is how many we'll sell. However many productions we have, however many pallets, it's not going to be a hold on till the next month, or 5 months away. We're not going to have any pallet storage or anything like that. So we're going to sell things as we get it. Now, like I said, most of our crops are going to be used for productions, so that's what we're going to plant. I am going to plant a grass field, probably just one grass field right now, and we'll probably try to do wheat, barley, oat, and sorghum as well, but I may not get all that done right away because we basically have 2 plots of land to work with and a part of another one. And this part of 20 is going to be, matter of fact, I'm probably going to go ahead and put down the second greenhouse. I'm just not going to activate it right away because I want it down to know where I can start my grass field at, because the grass field is going to basically take up that part of 20. As we're coming up here to 20, we'll see like from where that concrete is to over in this area just a little bit, in 20, that's going to be our grass field. It's going to be a big grass field, and then we have the 2 plots of land up there to do other fields in. So I'll probably do like half the plot in 4 different things. And then we'll have our grass field here. And then when we're able to buy another piece of land, we'll start getting corn and sunflowers and, soybeans and all that kind of stuff planted. As for right now, though, I think we're gonna stick with the grain crops because I think that's what I'm gonna be able to use the most of. The sorghum will probably just be stored in our silo for when we start chickens. Since I'm changing the building I'm putting down right now, instead of the all-in-one storage or production, we're going to do the other one. It's called the farm whatever, but we'll go ahead and put that down now. So let's go in here, go to construction, productions. I know these are all the way at the end. Alright, so I like the brick looking one, this one here. So it takes all these products and then it makes all these products. So, we've got a decent amount of things. So let's see here. We're going to put this production, we're going to spin it around. Why am I still moving? There we go. Alright, we're going to spin it around. We're going to put it right here on the edge. Kind of like right there on the edge of our concrete. And then we're going to go into selling points and we're going to get the one I think we'll go with this one, and we're going to rotate it around. And we'll put our sell point at the end of the line here, a little bit away. Let me get acclimated here. So we'll put it right there, and that will be where we sell our pallets. And that takes us down to 17,000. Now we still have enough money to buy the plow, and we'll lease a planter. We'll probably get started a little bit on the plowing today, but we won't finish that today because we're already at 42 minutes. So hopefully we can get this silage sold and at least start cutting in a field. But I will go ahead and cut the fields in with with the plow, and we will, I'll go ahead and cut the fields in off camera, and then we will do the planting in the next episode most likely. So that way we can have some crops in the ground. Alright. Like I said, we have one more day's worth of selling to do too. So I didn't look to see when the weather was. So let's look at the weather. What time is it supposed to start raining? So 12 o'clock-ish. But, we're not harvesting, so we can plant in the rain if we want to. Alright, so silage has actually went up a little bit, so we're making a little bit more money off these loads. Let's double check and make sure it's still the best place to sell. Silage, that's production, not selling. There we go. Silage, okay, so it's actually, the animal dealer is better by $5 per thousand, so no, I don't want to drive all the way out there. We'll just sell it at the BGA. It's a little bit of money, you're talking about $150 maybe difference in each load. I'm not going to stress over that, and it's a long way, so time wise it'll be quicker to just keep selling it at the BGA. But we have enough to buy our plow, we have enough to lease a planter and seeder. So what we may do is just stop here, and go ahead and after this load, and go ahead and go get our plow. It's a modded plow. It's a 9-meter plow. It's like, I don't remember how much it is. It's not very expensive. But and then we'll have to lease our planter next episode. So what I'll probably do before we come back is I'm going to cut in some fields. I won't do anything else. I won't plant or anything. We're not going to be able to fertilize or anything like that because, like I said, I'm not going to lease fertilize and lime spreaders. I'll just have to use them as I can, or get them as I can. All right. So, we've got a little bit more silage coming, but we're not going to be able to cut this grass again because we're going to be planting fields. And but we will be planting a grass field, so we'll be planting it in this month, October. So we'll be able to harvest grass in January, every January, April, July, and October. We'll be able to harvest our grass. I think that's right. Yeah, April, May, June, July, and then August, September, October. Yep. So we're just going to park our trailer for now. This yard's going to get pretty full because we don't have a lot of land right now. Let's go ahead and go into our store. We'll go to plows. And eventually we're going to be buying this plow, but we don't have that kind of money. So this one right here, I think it's going to cost us about, to get the 9 meter, it's going to cost us an extra $2,000. So basically 20 grand. That leaves us with 10 grand. We will be able to lease a planter, but what I'll do off camera between now and the next video is I will sell the rest of the silage we have, and then I will lease the planter and get seeds put in it to get us ready for the next. And I will go ahead and put a lot more water in our greenhouse. I was thinking about buying a second greenhouse, but we'll just see how much more money we have. Probably will buy a second greenhouse now that we have reduction, which, speaking of production, let's go ahead and get that stuff cut on. Alright, so French fries takes potatoes. We can cut that one on. Premium potatoes takes water. We'll have to put water in there. And it will also make pig food too, which we'll just be selling. Alright, spaghetti takes flour. We can't do that yet. Tomato sauce takes tomatoes. So I think with this one, what we're going to do is activate the salads to start with. When we start getting a lot in, we'll do, alright, now popcorn, we will have corn, so we'll activate that. The soybean, we'll take water and soybeans. Flour, we don't have anything now. We can do sugar beet sugar in this one, so we'll add that. Flour, we don't have. Grapes we'll have, so we can make raisins. And the grape juice, we'll go ahead and activate that too. Sunflowers, we'll activate that. We don't have, I don't know, does those gardens make canola? No, they do not. Okay. Alright, so let's go back up here. Olive oil, we don't have. Cereal, butter, cheese, we don't have. Milk. So that will be the ones that we're going to activate. I'm going to have to add some water in here. We'll do that off camera as well. And then we have, once we get wheat and barley planted, we'll be able to make flour, and that will give us some more productions we can start with. But that's where we're gonna go for now. All those things should start delivering over there too. So let's go pick up our plow. And I'll get it back over here. We're running pretty close on time today, so I don't think we're gonna get started on plowing. Yeah, we're already at 50 minutes, so by the time we get back, it'll be, time to stop the recording because I'm trying to keep them under an hour, but over 45 minutes. That kind of range that I'm working at. So we're gonna get this plow and get it back to the farm, and that'll be the end of the day. But off camera, I will be doing a lot of plowing between now and the next time y'all see us. Next video anyway, we will have. I really want to get rid of these trees so bad. But we will have some fields, and we'll start planting. Like I said, off camera, I'll go ahead and sell the rest of the silage. I'll lease us a planter and get some seeds, Actually, I'll probably just use the seeds at the our little multi-fruit thing. I'll just buy seeds there so I don't have to haul pallets, because we don't have a trailer yet. We're going to have to get a trailer before the next month, because we're going to have pallets coming out, and we're going to have to do that. So let me fold that up. We'll drive this back to the yard, and like I said off camera, I will go ahead and start doing some planting or plowing and get the fields plowed. We won't be fertilizing or liming this time, but hopefully by the next time we plant anything, we'll be able to do that. Not going to get great yields off the first ones, and I understand that's just part of it. We don't have the money, but I am going to go ahead and plow in some a grass field, and I think probably an oat, wheat, sorghum, and barley. Or I might hold off on the sorghum, but I really want to go ahead and start storing sorghum, so when we get chickens we have feed for them, because that's the only thing I'm not going to be able to use right now is sorghum. And it's one of the things you can feed to the chickens, so probably we'll plant sorghum as well. So we'll get those. For oats will give us, oat water we can make. Wheat and barley will give us flour we can make to start making bread, and a couple of other things, like noodles and stuff like that, spaghetti. And then the sorghum, like I said, we'll store. And the grass, of course, we'll be making silage. That's going to be our main source of income. These productions are going to give us a little bit more. But, the productions aren't going to be overly producing. I probably will go ahead and buy that second. Matter of fact, we'll do that before I end the video. We'll go ahead and buy the second garden. But I'm not going to fill it up or activate it or anything right now. Do that off camera, because that's going to be time consuming. So we'll go ahead and buy another one so I can kind of know where I want the edge of my field to be. And then more greenhouses that we buy, we'll have to purchase more land back that way, because I want to keep the greenhouses kind of together, or actually land going that way, I guess. We'll figure it out. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's purchase our other garden. Productions, greenhouses, and we're gonna do the open air. Oh wow, that one's even bigger. Wow, that thing's huge. Yeah, we'll just stick with this one. Alright, so let's rotate it around here, and we're gonna get it as close to this other one as we can, because we're not gonna be spawning pallets. That will work, and I will worry about activating and all that. So we're probably going to start our grass field just kind of right in this area, a little bit away from our slab here. We'll go ahead and get this set up. Go ahead and do that, and we'll hit Y to allow to create fields. We're going to lower. Actually, I think that's a little too close. Let's back up. Give us a little more space here. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, so we'll start our field about right here, and we'll go this way until the end of our property, which will be a little bit past where we stop cutting grass. I'm going to try to use as much of this as I can. So basically, right about, oh, I got pretty close. We'll just call it right there. That'll be a decent sized grass field. So that's where we're going to end here. I do appreciate everybody for being here today. Go ahead and fold that up. Like I said, I will get these fields cut in off camera, and then we'll do the planting next episode. This is Yerock, and I have appreciated you spending time with me today. And if you're watching these videos and subscribing and commenting and all that good jazz, you rock, and you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.